Morning, Tuesday Inspiration with Toby, and I'm excited to be here today. The topic for today's Tuesday Inspiration with Toby is movement, the most vital instrument. Movement, the most vital instrument. To move is to take a step. To move is to keep walking. To move is to change your direction or change your present location. It is important that as young adults or as growing children, we must learn how to make a move. We must learn how to move from a space or a particular position to the other. Sometimes we move in directions that seems to be less important. We think that, okay, because I am moving this way, it's not really important. What am I doing this for? How is this important to me? This will not make me successful in no distant time. So why do I need to move? Why can't I just be on a particular position? Why can't I just stay and be static? Or I know how to do this, and I just need to remain on that position, and I don't need to make any extra efforts because there's no point moving from point A to B. Some people will even say, there's no point moving aimlessly. Sometimes in moving aimlessly, there's actually an aim. There's something that you are not taking due or you're not paying attention to, you're not giving much regards to. You have to think again if you think that that movement or the way you're doing your thing is not important, or you're thinking that yes, you don't need to make a move, you just need to stay at that position. You know how to take amazing pictures, you just need to just be a photographer, wait and get and you just keep doing what you know how to do best. Yes, this is what I know how to do, and I'm a master of my craft. Nobody's saying you can't be a master of your craft. Nobody's saying you can't be a king or a lord of your dynasty, but you definitely have to understand that you need to keep moving. The world is moving from a phase to the other. So you definitely have to move from that phase you are to another point. You need to understand that there are 1,000,001 people who can do what you can do. What gives you an edge, or what gives you a different feel, is what and how well you're learning how to move out of that your comfort zone. You have to ensure that you're moving in the right direction. You have to ensure that you know where you're going to. You have to ensure that if it is photography that you know how to do, you have to learn new trends, you have to learn new things, you have to be innovative, you have to be creative, you have to understand that the vital parts of success is movement. If you don't move, if you're not moving, you're as good as you're not doing anything. If you're not moving, if you're not changing location, okay, you definitely want to say, oh, they know me in this area, so I become the king of the area. Yes, I tell you, if you are the king of that your particular area, your particular craft. For example, you have like a fast food restaurant, and you think that yes, you're the lord of the area, people like your food and all of that. In no distant time, a new brand will understudy what you're doing and come up with better things, better ideas that would move faster than yours, and people will begin to recognize that brand more than they do yours. So you definitely have to ensure that you're moving in the right direction. You definitely have to understand that movement is the most vital point if you must be successful. Nobody says that, again, you can't be a master of your craft. Nobody's saying that you can't be the lord of your dynasty. Nobody's saying that you can't be the most amazing person in your field. But you definitely have to ensure that you're learning new things, you're moving with the trends. Yes, moving with the trend, not saying following the trends. You have to ensure that you understand the thin line between moving with the trend and understanding the trend. You have to understand that you are the best version of yourself. You definitely want to be successful. You definitely have to ensure that you're making the right moves and you're moving towards the right direction. If you check all top businessmen and women, as we call them, you see that they keep expanding their scope. They keep expanding what they know how to do. For example, if Dangote was relying on just making cement, I probably would not think that yes, Dangote can make sugar. I probably would not think that Dangote would be able to be an industrious man who has several businesses that are bringing him big cash, bringing in big income. You definitely have to understand that if you're making the right move, you would get to that desired point that you want to get to. For everything you know, don't forget, for everything you know how to do, there are 1,000,001 people who can do it and even do it better. So what would give you an edge is when you're making the right moves, when you're moving out of your comfort zone and you begin to learn new things. If I'm going to be talking to people for a long time, if I must be relevant, I'd have to learn so many things and come up with different strategies on how I want to make the world a better place via my public speaking. I listen to a lot of speakers because it helps me. And I know that a lot of people listen to me too, but that does not say that I can just stay at this point and feel like, yes, I've arrived. I haven't arrived. I'm learning. I'm making a move. I'm ensuring that my movement is in the right direction towards success. I know that movement is the most vital instrument in achieving success, and I'm out to achieve success, so I must make the right move. This is from Steve Maraboli. Steve Maraboli says, for everything you know how to do, take action. An inch of movement will bring you closer to your goals than a mile of intention. Take action for everything you need to know how to do. An inch of movement will bring you closer to your goals than a mile of intention. It's not enough for you to have the intention to say, okay, yes, I must be great, I want to do this, I want to do that, and you're just there doing the same things every day, repeating the same processes, and you want to get different results. You definitely have to make the right move and get to that desired spot that you want to get to. It's Tuesday Inspiration with Toby, and I'm sure that you'll be inspired, and in that your little corner, you'll be making the right moves. Don't forget that movement is the most vital instrument in achieving success. I'll see you again next week, Tuesday. Thank you for joining me. You can read up all of my articles on my social media platforms and watch this video on my YouTube channel and all of my stations. So I'll see you next week. Thank you very much for joining me. God bless you.